Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to a new video, and today I'm going to show you all the details of this car. So the new Volkswagen ID.4. Now this is the second model based on the MEB platform from Volkswagen, and this is the first all-electric SUV. Let me show you the car from this angle. So it looks a bit different compared to the ID.3. Of course, it's bigger as well. Let's start with the design. Now on the front you have the new LED lights. They have the I shape, and that's why the car overall has a very optimistic face, I would say. Now this car has the base LEDs, you see them here, but if you go for the IQ matrix LEDs, then you have this integrated. I mean, it looks integrated here as well, but this is just body panel, and instead of that you would get the LED bar if you go for the matrix LEDs, which have 18 LEDs in each unit. So that would be my recommendation, as the car would look better that way. Now there are 6 colors available. Here we have it in white color, and you have a sporty bumper with this sort of like the air inlets. And let me show you the side profile of this tank. You will definitely notice the short overhangs, and this car has 4 meters and 58 centimeters. And huge wheels, so wheels go from 18 up to 21. In this model we have 20-inch wheels. So look at them, diamond cut finish, dual tone. You have a 20-inch wheel, and this is the dimension of the tires. First edition model. We have the dual tone, so the black roof and white color. Tell me in your comments, how do you like the car and how do you like this design? Of course, the batteries are down there, so let me show you the floor. I don't know if camera is catching it, but yeah, around 16 centimeters from the ground. Volkswagen claims that it can be driven on light off-road, but I think most people will use it for daily commute. And now I've turned on the lights, that you can see how it looks from the rear with the lights on. So we have the very cool lights, they are connected, and you have the 3D lighting signature. The indicators are here, and well, yeah, this is the design. Let me change the view right now. So this is it. You do have this spoiler, which is actually a rather massive one. Tinted windows on this car. Also the ID badge is in white, so it looks a bit weird when we have the white car with the white badge. Of course, a new Volkswagen logo is here. Let me show you the bumper as well. The sensors are here, and the camera is hidden down there. Not sure if this will catch some dirt from the road. Probably yes, so I will see how that goes. And in order to open the trunk, you need to press this. We don't have the electronic tailgate on this particular model, but what we have is 543 liters of storage room. Huge amount of space here. You also have additional room here for your cables. So here are the cables. You can also have some hooks here for your shopping bags. LED lights on both sides, and this is the 12-volt power outlet. And on this side, yeah, there's no power outlet, but overall pretty practical car. Of course, you can fold the seats. You also have the ski hatch in here, so a lot of room inside. If you fold the seats, you get 1545 liters of space. All right, and in order to close it, do it manually here. And let me also show you the charging port. So it's the same position as you would have on a normal petrol car. Fast charger, and speaking about charging, up to 125 kilowatts or 11 kilowatts on home charger. It is now time to check out the interior. So look at these cool door handles. This part actually stays in the same position, so you see, pretty cool. And here we are greeted with beautiful interior, much better than the ID.3. Let's start here. So look at this, all in leather. This is also soft on touch. You have the ambient lights, door handles in aluminum. This is in gloss black. I'm not a huge fan of that, but okay. And the buttons for the windows, you may ask, why are there only 2 buttons? Well, they are all electronic, no worries, but you need to press this. So look at this, you press this, and then now you control the rear windows. So Not the easiest way, but okay. Lock, unlock, and then here's where you control the mirrors. The door pocket is pretty huge. You also have this to divide it into two sections. And let's move here. First of all, let me show you the cool pedals, so play and pause buttons. This is the nice new seat with Alcantara and leather. I actually like this color scheme inside. Looks very modern. And you also have the ID badge here. And this looks almost like it's integrated. Of course it's not, and the seats are very comfortable indeed. And now let me show you how it looks from driver's perspective. All right, and this is the view from driver's perspective. As you can see, we have a nice lounge atmosphere here. I think overall this is much better than the ID.3. I really feel better in this car, and materials are nice. You have the ambient lights throughout the whole car. I will show you the colors that are available. In front of us, there is a 5.5-inch digital cockpit. This is your gear lever, so in order to go to drive, neutral, or reverse, you would need to switch this. It's easy to maneuver with this one. And then the park is here. Steering wheel, we have the buttons that have haptic feedback. I'm not a fan of those. But yeah, it is what it is. Now here we have the middle touchscreen. You have the sliders and the sliders for the temperature. I will go through the whole infotainment system in a moment. There are some shortcuts here, so you can access some of the functions pretty easy. Once again, ambient lights, air vents are down there, and this middle section is pretty cool. So a lot of space actually here. And we have the adjustable cup holders. This is in gloss black. I'm not a huge fan of that because it will get scratches easily. This storage room here is illuminated, double USB-C port, and you can adjust here this section and put various things inside. The armrest, you can do this and then remove it. But it's best to have it like this. I do love the fact that you have the roller here, so this all looks very clean. USB-C ports for the rear passengers. Let me show you the glove box. So pretty decent one. And now, well, let's start the tour of the infotainment system. So this is all well known from other Volkswagen models. You have the main screen here, and then you configure various things. This is your home screen, and you can configure the widgets that you have here. You can access the vehicle settings by just pressing this, so it's convenient and easy. Navigation, and let's go through all the options. So telephone, and App Connect, you can pair your phone with Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. Also, it's possible to pair it with the Bluetooth. Then radio and media. As you can see, the touchscreen is very responsive, so it's all good. Let's go back. And you also have the media. Now notice this, when I approach the screen with my finger, you will see that we will get the additional info. So look at this, you see? Now we see that this is the media, which you can of course pair with, you can put just the USB-C port. And moving on back to the main menu, navigation. Let's go to the map, which is here, and see this. Pretty responsive, and also 3D shape of the buildings is here, and then various configurations are available. You can go to night mode, which looks better in my opinion. Let's put it to day mode, and yeah, well, that's pretty much it when we talk about the map screen. And you can configure the navigation settings, route guidance, announcements, and stuff like that. Not gonna go through that right now. So let's go back and let's go to vehicle settings. Here's where you see all the reports from the car. Go to the vehicle, and then you have exterior and interior settings. So for exterior, you can adjust the comfort light. You can also adjust, you can see the tire pressure. Headlights. Now this car does not have the IQ Matrix LEDs, but I would recommend you to go for them. It would look cooler, so you would have this connected. And the mirrors, so this is all pretty basic, but it's nice to have it like this. Interior, so you adjust the cockpit. This is where you actually adjust the driving data. A bit confusing. A lot of people don't know about that, so you need to access the vehicle settings, then go to the interior cockpit, and then here's where you reset the driving data. You can also adjust the interior lighting, and actually let's see this. So design can be bright. Oh, you can see this. We can have the bright design, but I prefer the dark one. I think it looks more classy. Then let's go back. ID light. Now ID light is this. Look at this. ID light is something that you get as standard, and you would have a different information with this light, and also with it you would be able to see the amount of charging when you put it on a charger, of course. And also when you use the voice command, I'm not gonna use it, but I just want to show you. So when you press it, you see this.
Please repeat.
Okay. Okay, we need to go back here. Status of the vehicle, once again, driving data. Of course, when we start to drive, this would be much more useful than it is now. That's pretty much it, and you can also check the charging. Now the thing is, you have the charging, the percentage of the battery here, so when you go to the charging, but I don't think that there is a percentage here. You just have this. So I think they could have, percentage here. It's very useful information when driving. So that would be something that I would add. It's definitely something that can be added with the software update. So let's see if they do it in the future. But currently you need to go to the charging settings here to see the amount of battery that you still have. And let's go back. So those were the vehicle settings. App Connect, so Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, as I already told you. Sound settings can be adjusted here. You can also have the sound for the infotainment system, and I actually quite like it, so I will keep it on. Now background lighting, you may know that I am a huge fan of the ambient lights if you follow me regularly. So let's see this. In this car we have a bunch of colors available. I believe around 30 colors. And yeah, you can adjust it here. You see that we also have the light down there. At the back, unfortunately, no lights, at least not in this model. You can also have the dual tone, so let's put this to red. You see this section is red, then this is in blue, and also this is in blue. Let's see how it looks here from close. So yeah, quite cool. Tell me in your comments what are your thoughts. You can also have the 3 colors, so now you have the red, and blue. So that's pretty much it when we talk about the ambient lights, but you also have the preset ambient lights. Let's go through them as well. Infinity, Eternity, Desire, Euphoria, which is red. I also need to mention that when you change the ambient light color, you also change the layout of the infotainment. So look at this. Now this is all in red. This is a yellow version, yellow color inside. And then you can, of course, individualize and put it to whatever color you want. Of course, if you don't like it, you can always turn it off, but I'm not gonna do that right now. And well, that's pretty much it when we talk about the infotainment system. So the home screen and additional screen here with various info about your drive and so on. And if we go back to the main menu, you will see that here we have the button to switch off the screen. And now you have different screensavers in the form of a watch. Quite like this one, but let's turn it on once again. Indicators with a nice clicking sound. This is like the touch panel, I would say, not the classic button. The AC controls, well, they are here. We need to turn on the car for that, but you get the point. So here's where you have the AC controls. Once again, could be done better. I think it's a bit annoying that you need to press this klima button and then go to this menu and then adjust the different temperature and the settings for the air blower. So yeah, that's something that I would definitely change, but it's a trend these days to have it incorporated into the infotainment system, but I'm not a huge fan of that. Tell me in your comments, do you agree with me? This is the assist shortcut. So this car has a bunch of safety systems, and on this model here we have the front assist, emergency braking. You can activate it, and you can also set the advanced warning, early, medium, late, or set it off, so no warning at all. If you go back, you also have the driver alert system as well as the traffic sign recognition. But of course there are other options available as well. As an option, driving modes. So this car has actually few driving modes. You can put it to eco for maximum efficiency, comfort, sport, and individual. So in individual mode you adjust different settings. So chassis can be sport and comfort, steering, drive, and air condition. So you would configure those settings here. And now let's go back to the main menu. This car also has the heated seats, so you just press this and they would be turned on. So that was the infotainment system. Tell me in your comments what do you think about it. And now let me just show you also this screen. So this is the, let's say, rather small screen because we are used to seeing bigger screens, but Volkswagen claims that this is enough, and you also have the head-up display as an option. And there you can have different information in front of you. I drove the ENIAC, which has similar layout, and I would actually love the screen to be bigger, but it's not that bad, especially with the head-up display. And speaking about the views, so you have these two views here, and not much that you can configure, but once again all the major info is here or on the head-up display, so not bad. Here's where you would change the views. Of course, if the car is turned on, then you have safety systems here. And that's pretty much it. The haptic feedback here is for the volume, and then to change the tracks, this is for the voice command, and this is the cruise control. I also need to show you this panel here for the lights. Quite easy to use it. You have the side light, lights off, and the auto lights. Let me also show you the sun visor with a nice LED light here. LED lights are also on this section here. And let us now check out the rear bench. Once again, cool door handles. And as soon as you open it, you see that it's very spacious. So once again, 2.77 meters is the wheelbase. But now let's step inside and let me show you. So the front seat is adjusted to my driving position. I'm 1.87 m, and look how much space I still have. Also, this is a flat bottom, so a lot of room even for the fifth person that can be driven here. And yeah, this is the view on the front. Let me show you how much space I have for my head. Okay, and there we go. So still plenty of room here for my head. So there will be no problems even for tall people. There is additional storage room in here, as well as this nice leather armrest with the cup holders. And now it is time to speak about the batteries. and about the electric motor. It's not here, but I'm gonna open this anyway. Okay, so now I've opened the hood, but not much to see here. Here's where you would put your washer fluid, but let's come from this angle and let me tell you about the batteries that are hidden down there. So MEB platform means it's based on a platform made specifically for the electric vehicles. Two sizes of batteries are available. You have a 77 kilowatt hour battery and also 52 kilowatt hour battery. The stronger one gets you the range of more than 500 kilometers, so that's pretty good. And also you have the electric motor at the rear. The options are 150 horsepower or 204 horsepower. There is also a GTX, a special sporty version with 299 horsepower that will come later on. And before we conclude this review, let's check out the specs. So this is the ID.4 Pro Performance first edition model. We have the Glacier white metallic color and Sol black platinum interior. First edition version. This is the price. I will also put the euro amount on your screen. I will also put the base price for the ID.4 in Croatia. So tell me in your comments, what are your thoughts and how do you like this car? Subscribe to the channel in order to see more car reviews, and see you on the next video. Bye bye.